Alright lads, so today we are back on BBS Simulator because in less than 12 hours time we are going to be getting the new mid-month banner announcement for the month of February. And with that, as always, we're here to speculate on what we could potentially get. And in this case, we're just going to be shooting some random names at you lads because I am expecting a premium banner. And as always, with the nature of premium banners, it realistically can be anything. Any character from the original Bleach anime can get featured in a premium banner, besides Bounce. But with that, it does make guessing a tad bit harder. As always though, you lads can join in the fun too in the comments below. Let me know what you lads expect to see in tomorrow's banner. And if you get any of the characters right, we will give you lads a shout out in tomorrow's video when we do react to the 3 or 2 new characters. So let's just jump straight into it then. Let's talk about the potential chance in case it is X banner, right? 1000-year Blood War, I'm not expecting right now. We haven't had a 1000-year Blood War banner, of course, since the end of the year. It's only been a month and a half, right? But I am expecting a 1000-year Blood War banner at the end of February, or at the very latest end of March. We have seen that they can do 1000-year Blood War mid-month, so sort of Esmond on Byakuya. That might be a one-off. I'm not sure when we're next going to get a 1000-year Blood War mid-month. Do I even want that? Maybe? I don't know. Because I still would have preferred if this banner was actually an end-of-month banner. Which it could have been, to be fair. They could have done this for end of month October. And overall, I think more people would have been happy about that, because they actually would have been better characters, right? Obviously, if it's not 1000-year Blood War, there's always the chance it could be a seasonal. And if it is going to be a seasonal, as of right now, I can really only see it being a Lunar New Year banner. The Lunar New Year just happened the other day. Usually, when it comes to seasonal events, Caleb like to do it before the event, not really more so after. So I guess it's entirely possible we could get a Lunar New Year banner to go with the campaign that we just got a couple days ago. But again, I don't really see that being the case, especially because our last banner was actually a seasonal banner, right? So because of that, I am expecting a premium banner. But with that, what characters could we actually see? Now, last month we did get Aizen, Shunsui, and Soifon. I think it was a pretty good banner. You know, the character choicing, I think the character choicing was good. Wakamundo Aizen was a character we wanted for a very long time, since we getting his first character in 2 years, and while Soifon wasn't anything too special, I still think she's a good character that holds her own in the game that she wants to be played in. But in a way, the problem with this banner is that, you know, we've been saying that we might be getting a new Shunsui for quite some time. Anytime a premium banner comes up, I'm always saying like similar names because it's been that long since X character and they seem the most likely outcome. With these 3 characters out the way, what characters are left to do when it comes to premium remakes, right? Besides, you know, maybe Okura for some reason getting another character, which I'm hoping not to see. The Fullbringers, you know, they didn't actually do Ruroka, Jackie, and also Giriko, maybe even Moe. I don't think they deserve remakes anytime soon. Ruroka, as of late, has just received 2 seasonal characters too. When it comes to the Espada or the Arankas, I mean, there's always a chance they do some of the less popular Arankas that haven't had a character just yet. Maybe a 5-star version. As of right now, I can't even think of any Aranka, maybe besides Choneng Pao, if I said his name right. But I doubt he'd get a character, to be fair, and I doubt they could really put him in a banner with other characters. I think most of Bauken's factions, or most of the factions in general, have been done. I guess, though, I am more so leaning on the side of maybe some Arankas and Espadas. I think it's entirely possible we could get a Tres Bestia banner, right? And, you know, I'd be kind of down for it, to be fair. Whether it's now in this upcoming mid-month or in the future, I would like to see the Tres Bestia get some new characters outside of the seasonal they have been getting, which obviously I'm very happy they have been getting seasonals, especially Mila Rose swimsuit character that she did get last year. But I would like to see new canon forms for these 3 characters, especially 1000-year Blood War. Like, if you were going to give me the opportunity to get a Tres Bestia from this arc or Tres Bestia from the 1000-year Blood War arc, I would rather them get the 1000-year Blood War versions because the outfits I feel like look a tad bit more cool. Now, if we were to get them from this arc again, I feel like they would be based from characters, which would be, it would be acceptable to say the least, right? I'd be okay with it. I would prefer though if they were actually in their transformed states. I feel like they could actually do that. The models already exist, but they would obviously upgrade them, make them better, more relevant to the current game's look, to say the least, right? But Mila Rose, like, Resurrection looks really cool. Same goes with Apaches, I like hers. And we've never actually had these characters playable too, so it would feel kind of fresh despite them basically being remakes. Sansa would be the weird one because she actually turned into a snake, but I think they could make it work. I really do think they could. So I guess this isn't really more so a prediction, but more so a want. If they are going to do some Arankas, strictly Arankas, not Espada, I would love to see these 3 characters get a new character. More specifically in their resurrection form, or if they want to do a 1000-year Blood War mid-month, I would also take that too with these 3 in their 1000-year Blood War forms. Leaning on the side of Arankas, obviously, let's talk about Eren Yudo, right? I mean, Eren Yudo hasn't had a character in quite some time. His last character was in 2017. Man. Well, his last canon character. We also do have the Khan for You World version, which is eventually going to get resurrected sometime this year. And I've been saying, Eren Yudo remake for quite some time. More specifically, though, the one where he's using Kain's powers. That would be really cool, yet unique at the same time. It's the best of both worlds too. We'll get a new Kain and also a new Aaron Yoda, right? Both sides of the fan base can be happy about that. I would love for a new Aaron Yoda, and I feel like right now would be a decent time to do it. Like, if we did hypothetically, I'm not fully expecting it, but if I did wake up in the morning tomorrow and see a new Aaron Yoda, I wouldn't entirely be surprised, because I'm trying to think, what other characters can you do right now? The problem with Aaron Yoda is, though, what other characters do you pair him with? Of course, to go with him, you would see a maybe Byakuya and also a Rukia that fought Aaron Yoda. But, you know, Byakuya just got a character recently. Rukia just got a character recently. And I am expecting a 1000-year Blood War Bankai Rukia sometime in the next, like, what, 4-5 months? So would we get another Rukia right now? I'm not really too sure. I don't really expect it. Of course, they could pair Aaron Yoda with some of the other Espada that have yet to get base forms. More specifically, Hallibel. It's very surprising that Hallibel's not had a base form yet. And at least to me, I actually really like Hallibel's base form. Would love to see her get a character, a 5-star. We have a 4-star Hallibel, base Hallibel in-game. Would nice to see that as a 5-star. Maybe you can throw Aaron Yoda in there too. As for the third character, I mean, what Espada hasn't been done in a base form? I don't think there's one, unless I'm forgetting someone. I mean, I guess it has been a minute since we've gotten a base from Grimmjow. They could do that, but again, Grimmjow just got a character recently, so I'm not really expecting that. Speaking of Kain, though, I could definitely see some type of Lieutenant banner coming out tomorrow. Very similar to this banner that we did get here back in 2019. Yumachika, Kain, and Renji, just 3 lieutenants. I could see that happen tomorrow, actually, too. I'm not sure exactly what lieutenants we could get, but we could basically get any lieutenant other than Momo, because she just recently received a character. Rangiku, maybe another Renji. Kaien, Yumachika, Ikaku, Isane, insert any other lieutenant or Maida. There's like so many lieutenants that haven't had a character in quite some time. Like realistically, when was the last time we actually had a lieutenant character that was a premium character? Let's actually scroll down and see it, because I feel like it's been quite some time. You know, we've gotten some characters as lieutenants, but they've been seasonal characters. Technically Chojuro counts, but I wouldn't really count him as 1000-year Blood, alright? Technically, the last time we had lieutenants were the academy characters, but again, they're academy characters. I'm not counting those. They're not really lieutenants just yet, right? Technically, it was like early 2022 when we got our last normal lieutenant character. And it's been even longer since we have received a lieutenant banner, which is lieutenant characters. Momo counts too. There's Renji. So it's been quite some time. I wouldn't be surprised if this upcoming banner is lieutenant characters. At the same time, as always, visors are always a possibility. I've been saying their names for quite some time. Hachiken, Hiyori, Mashiro deserve a new character. Although Mashiro just recently received a seasonal character, so I'm not really expecting any type of visor summon tomorrow. So I guess just to give my final predictions, just to throw it out there, and to a certain extent, this is also what I kind of want to see. So the first one is going to be the Tres Bestia, preferably in their resurrection forms, just to make them feel a tad bit more fresh than just more based from Espada, right? Based from Oranka. My second guess, more so want, would be some type of Aaron Yoda. Not really sure where or how they could throw him into a banner of other characters, but maybe give us a Hallibel. Hallibel hasn't received a character in over a year at this point. It's entirely possible we get some lieutenant characters. What exact lieutenants could it be? I mean, it could be any lieutenant, right? We could potentially receive some type of visor banner. And other than that, I really don't see the banner being anything else. With that said, though, what we can potentially do, because KLab do like to release characters alongside the particular guild quest, and mid-month characters usually are type of guild quest characters, right? They're either good support characters, links or farmers, droplet farmers, or characters specifically designed in mind for guild quests. So what we could see in this upcoming banner is some type of Quincy Sternritter killer for the range Sternritter guild quest week. Maybe see a new type of Midi Espada killer. That's what I'm really hoping for in this upcoming banner, because Midi Espada is, at least for me personally, one of the more difficult ones out there, given that there's not that many good characters. Like, you have Bruno. He's like the only good lead. And when it comes to the side characters, your best side NAD character is White Deer Aizen, and he's not really that great in terms of DPS. He's a 2021 character. We need a new Espada killer, and I think right now would be a good time to do that. Bring us a new Espada booster, maybe, preferably with the boost SA2, but just some really high normal attack dealing character with Espada killer. Maybe that could be a Rukia, paired out with Aaron Yoda, right? Who actually knows? And I guess it's also entirely possible they do give us some type of ranged Squad Zero human killer. But with that said, lads, that's the video for today. Just speculating, discussing what we could potentially see tomorrow morning. Again, in the comments below, let me know what you lads expect to see in tomorrow's banner. And I'll see you lads next time. Take care and peace.